Observe and feel whatever appears in your body.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome. I just came back from a running session, just ran for half an hour. I have to admit that it wasn't easy. It was heavy, tiring run. Didn't done this for a while. But during that run, many things coming up to the mind, many strange, heavy feelings. It is great to observe this as well, like during meditation when you sit still, observe. During run as well, you can be in meditative state, observe, deeply breathing, and observe and feel whatever appearing in your body. Actually, most of those things coming out of us during the pressure, during the heavy workout, during the difficult situations in life. Then all those emotions, feelings, and thoughts are come to the surface of the mind. As well, you can do it during meditation or prayer. Just observe, feel emotions, feelings, and thoughts. But those heavy accumulated most likely not come out. At least you sitting for a while, longer period of time. Then every some while your mind will bring something to the surface, and you can observe it, you can feel it. You can observe it basically your past accumulations, your impressions, your memories, your traumas. Difficult events in your life will be brought to the surface in form of energy or form of trapped, quite often hostile energy which occupying your system, occupying your ruh, heart center, that inner vessel. It is accumulated here and there. And through prayer, meditation, through generally observation and feeling those, we can release those. We can allow them to let go. Why it is accumulating in us? Why it was accumulated? Due to our unconsciousness. We've been unconscious, did many different things in life. Sometimes through ignorance, sometimes for purpose. We just follow that satanic whisper in us, and we thought we will have pleasure from those activities, but we did not knew it all will bring consequences. Life will give us this back at some point of time, and our body as well, our mind as well will want to get rid of this heavy energetic feeling accumulation from our body. There will be time it will want to be released, let go. This world life is divided between two different energies, and depending which one we follow, which one we taking part in, that's how our temple will looks like later on. That's how we feel later on. That's how we function later on. That's how our mind will function later on. It all depends from quality of energy. If that temple is contaminated with negative energy, negative impressions, past traumas, memories, this system cannot function well. That temple, that ruh cannot function well. It's processing the same things like in loop, quite often hostile, harmful things, memories, feelings, emotions, and thoughts. And this world is really divided between world where master is a Satan, that egoic mind, egoic self, and world where is God, goodness, aliveness, good quality, abundance, and all of this good surplus. And we got free will. We choosing which way we want to go. We, at the beginning, especially at the beginning of the life, we don't know. We are a bit of ignorance. We got no wisdom. We trying everything. Alcohol, drugs, sexual, different activities. We are angry. We are hostile. We are envious. We are proud. All them qualities. We trying them. But behind of them, there is this heavy, dense energy, negative energy, and later that accumulating somewhere in the body, in our system, in our mind. That mind is a carrier of those informations and energies. And if we pollute that, then we will have to live with that, and this will be processing the same images, the same memories and things, feelings. Satan is a clever fella. It's always trying to find a way, that egoic self, that ego, find a way how to degrade us, find a way how to give us something which we will be occupied with, which will be degrading our energy, sucking our energy, and in effect what this give us, it give us that distorted energy within, which will be like a entity inside, will be sucking energy out of us, out of aliveness in us. It will be occupying some part of the mind and body when we give it to that. And mind will be processing this over and over and over till we not learn how to release those. And it will be not easy. Once it is arise there, once it is there, it don't want to leave us. It want to live and consume our energy. And it is clever in avoiding release, clever in avoiding recognized, to be recognized. Satan don't want to let go, don't want to let go of that energy, because it keeps us prisoner to that, keeps us in that loop of vicious cycle of suffering, unhappiness, lack, and all of those. But God is always wiser. God sees that matrix. Actually, Satan as well sees. Otherwise, how he could know how to avoid? Part of it is some clever element in us, and part of it is our experiences where we ourselves try to avoid, because we are afraid something new. But through prayer, meditation, like I'm sitting now, you can feel all of that. You can observe all of that. You can relax into your being, into your stillness, tranquility. Allow it to consume arising tiredness, arising pain, suffering, sorrow, feelings, emotions, thoughts. Just observe and be with that. That's the most easy way. Just sit on elevated pillow like I'm doing now. That is most easy position, most relaxed position. I tried millions of them. And actually this one allowing to sit longest period of time just relaxed with straight back. Your blood in vessels of legs flowing well. Nothing is like blocked. And just relax. If you feel tiredness inside of your chest, inside of your body somewhere, just take a deep breath inside of that. And if you cannot relax, try such an exercise like count to 50. That breathe in 1, breathe out 2, breathe in 3, breathe out 4, and up to 50. It allows you to settle, to instill, to get into that. You can as well listen recitation like I do quite often, Quranic recitation or whatever, or pray before meditation. Just make some prayer, either Christian prayer, either Islamic prayer, whatever you learn, to get and open that chest, to allow that light, to that flow tranquility to be here and now, to just settle here and now. And then you can start meditation. You can just sit and observe. With time it will be easier and easier to settle to that. Just observe. That space will become like more empty, more empty. That not means nothing is there. Like I said at the beginning of this recording, live. In that space always something is there. This is huge accumulated library of feelings, emotions and thoughts. When we are under the pressure, when we cannot deal with something, it's usually coming out of us. There is million things in us where we may not feel relaxed with, we may not feel comfortable with, They are things to be challenged. And if we recognize that aliveness in us, settle in that, we may be able to challenge things of life more and more. Approach somebody, approach something which is not correct, say this is not correct, this is not right. Look into angry eyes and be not reactive. Or if we need to be reactive, we may know how to use our energy, so we may react with zero energy, not create further harm to somebody or ourselves. Just if you approach something with no reaction, with zero energy, you're not leaving any stains to somebody and to yourself. That energy will be like evaporating, that negative energy which is created by somebody. You just have to use your own light, your own temple, your own positive vibe to dispel that heaviness. The deeper you go within, the more you will generate that tranquility, that spaciousness. More easy you will be able to come just to now, to here and now, be still. When we are releasing things, we can feel this physically in our mind, brain, body, like energetic impulses, an energetic release. You may say as well in science term that your nervous system get repairing, healing. That's as well true. The more you release, more frequently you're coming back to that temple, to that Ruh, heart center, inner being, the quicker healing takes place. It's almost impossible to fix those things just in life by trying to understand them. That your temple, your tranquility does it. You did this harm to somebody, to yourself, you accumulated those impressions, but release of that comes slightly different. We may say even this is not our job. Of course, we have to take part in this. But the further you go, more you practice something, you see it's happening either in natural way, like your body, your organism, or God, Allah, releasing this slowly, that energy. Every day where you waking up, you reset in the morning. You start the day from new, fresh. And part of it is like removed. But sometimes we got so much accumulated that the system cannot cope with clearing that. And all them habits, emotions, feelings, thoughts, negative ones, all this destroyed energy, creating more and more. So we are like in vicious cycle of suffering. But further you go, you see that life experiences are organized by like higher power, by God, Allah, by existence. Those experiences have no mistakes. It's giving us those experiences to release, to face something, to challenge something. And more dreadful thing you challenge, more scary, the better release is, the better functionality later is, and understanding later is. Obviously, those things are scary. Many of us, majority of us won't want to approach those things, but if we decide, if we find courage, if we are ready, if we got that light inside and we approach something like that, we challenge some injustice, some hatred, anger, with peaceful attitude, with no reaction, or with like positive reaction, without adding negativity to that, then we changing energy of that environment, of that person. We improving that world. It all depends how we do it. For example, correctional officer in prison is called for reason correctional officer. Those people meant to have energy in them and positive attitudes to be able to influence people with degraded minds, with hostile energy with him. to be able to have that wisdom, to be able to correct that person. And that correction is not really on the like human level, but it is more spiritual level, supposed to be spiritual level. Pure energy is supposed to be affecting negative energy, and sometimes yet negative energy affecting positive energy. If you put good person between negative people, let's say in prison or in cell, they're gonna destroy that person. Quite often it will be, at least that person is very strong. Because negative energy work this way. It's want to corrupt everything. It's actually satanic energy. It's corruption. All what is corrupted, negative, harmful, angry, forceful, it's a domain of the Satan. He is master of that reality. Like there is two realities. Good reality where God is the ruler, and negative reality, harmful, hostile reality when Satan is the ruler. And Satan kept many humans as a prisoners, and that prison is in the mind, in that trapped energy. Once we open doors to those hostile dimensions, energies, we try those things, we take actions upon those, then Satan will, that energy, hostile formation of energy will be created in us. It will be occupying our body and mind, and will be feasting on us. That's why we see those behaviors, those horrific events of life, lying, stealing, harassing, even on the highest pedestals in this world. We see this recently. Where this coming from? This is pollution of the mind. This is giving to Satan, giving to those hostile activities, to stealing, harassing, cheating, and so on and so forth. When human being, his temple, his ruh, his inner self is full of those qualities and energies, he do not know anymore what he doing. He's like on autopilot, small trigger, and he is keen to do it. And sometimes without trigger, he is just like on autopilot. He reaching for those things, and he doing those things because he living that reality. That seems to be to him normal. This reality is normal. Normal is to steal from somebody. Normal is to cheat, to lie, to be angry at somebody, and so on. It is just accumulated stuff, accumulated content in the mind. That human living that hostile energy. And once human is trapped in that, is prisoner of that, is victim, actually victim of that as well. He chosen that way, path, that energy, that dimension. Then he is trapped in this, and he is like a slave to that dimension, to that Satan, and he is not capable to lift himself out of that. At least he will be screaming, begging for mercy of God, and God is always there, will be able to lift slowly, repair that energy of that human. All those depressions, anxieties, mental illnesses, physical illnesses, it is just corrupted, destroyed energy. Once energy of human body improving, once is more aligned, tranquil, peaceful, then there is less and less illnesses, less and less mental and physical illnesses, less troubles of the life. Life become more pleasant, more pleasant, more pleasant. It's up to us, we got free will, which dimension, energy we're choosing in life. Ultimately, it is all how we feel with ourselves. If we feel joy, tranquility, peace, love inside, or we don't have those qualities. if you feel well with yourself, content, joyful, you have no reason to be harmful to another human being, to yourself. It is just simply not in your mind. When it is in your mind, that means you got that pain inside. And when that pain coming to the surface, you want to express this, express to another or express into yourself. You're just angry or harmful or whatever. All this pain is accumulated. Till we not release that, we will be going like in loop processing this. We'll be living those experiences. So it is wise to employ those tools, prayers, meditations, scriptures, fasting. Fasting is a great tool. It's like creating shield around. When you fast intentionally, creating that shield is shielding you from those negative influences. Satan, that egoic mind, cannot pierce that. And during that, you can deeply observe yourself. Like soon there will be Ramadan, another Ramadan for me. It is great experience. Purification. It's not easy. It's very uncomfortable very often. But it's one of the most great experiences you can get in that field. You can deeply feel yourself, observe yourself. And there is great release during the Ramadan. Satan is a something, that egoic mind, some intelligent element in reality, which watching us from distance, and usually when we are weak, when we have non-spiritual energy, non-light inside, it's attacking us. It's want to feed on us. It want to degrade us more and more, put us down. It's using every possibility and occasion to just inflict more pain, more trauma inside. When we have no that shield, when we lost that beingness inside, it's like a vampire sucking energy out of us. We need to recognize with him during the prayer meditation those things, those feelings, those emotions, those thoughts. None of it is us. When we free from that, we will feel relief, release. It is like renewal of the mind. More you balance that energy, the better your body, mind, and everything will be functioning. Many of those things in reality are simply illusion of the mind, depending what we recorded. Every trauma, every thing of this kind, leaving some illusion of the mind. You seeing reality like through projection of the mind. It is like energetic stains on the surface of the mind and body. You see through that. If this was dark, hostile, harmful, most likely you will see later on reality through that filter. You will be reliving the same experience over and over and over till you not find a way how to release it, till you not suffer enough to know you need to change, you need to pick yourself up out of that sorrow. And once that energy is trapped, it's very difficult to let it go. It wants to live in us, it wants to fit on us. Like for example, you will have some habits, bad habits, or bad addictions. How difficult is to change it, get rid of that. Every some while you will keep telling yourself, I want to get rid of that, it's killing me. But after a while you will keep coming back to the same thing, to the same activity. But to get rid of that completely, like to heal yourself from even illness, you need to repair your energy with him. During the prayer meditation, sitting in stillness. And actually that stillness, tranquility, that inner ruch, It does job for you. You're just sitting there in that slightly tingling energy, that aliveness, and this repairing those corners of your mind, those and body, repairing that energy, repairing slowly, penetrating those dark energies, cleansing them, taking their energy out. When energy is taken out, you're healing from something, from one thing, but there is millions of things inside, accumulated. I call it exercises, those prayers, meditations. They are tools to bring yourself back to now, to that tranquility, stillness, and from that place appearing what arising in you. What you feel, what you see, just observe. The more you expand in that spaciousness, more view will have in that inner temple, inner rook, the easier it will be to recognize certain patterns in life, certain memories, certain things which potentially terrorizing you in life. And more that energy is created, accumulated, the more it can consume this arising darkness. That darkness has also momentum and energy behind. And you need to employ positive energy to digest that negative energy. It's all energy, energy consuming and fighting energy. Once you awaken that vessel inside, that spark inside, perhaps existence will give you, God, Allah, give you purpose in life. You will know what you need to do, which direction you need to go, what gift you have, what you need to do with that inner energy, how you can approach and face certain things, how you can correct things inside. You will find your own way and method. It can be a religious path, it can be something else. But generally in religious environments, especially I speaking about Islam, as I am familiar with this, it's easier to connect. In congregation or gathering, it's easier to connect. Every those places, temples, mosques, churches are here to elevate you quicker, because energy is more dense there. There is easier to connect, much more easier than to do it at home. During the meditation, you can feel, you can trace any movement inside of you. Tiredness, weariness, pain, those feelings, you can observe them. If you are in the right place, then you can observe them. Be as much relaxed as possible. And if you cannot, just take a deep breath. Assalamu alaikum.